Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Cowboys predicted to part with Dak Prescott in wild scenario. The Dallas Cowboys had a rough season last year, and they ended the season before the playoffs with a 7-10 record. Things could have been different if franchise quarterback Dak Prescott hadn't suffered a hamstring injury in Week 9 that ended his season, but we'll never know. While it's great news that Prescott should be back and ready to go for the 2025-26 season, one NFL expert and analyst actually thinks the Cowboys have their eyes on an up-and-coming quarterback in 2026. It's a bold prediction that's certainly turning heads. In a February 13th feature for the Pro Football Network, Kyle Sopp has a bold and outright wild prediction for the Dallas Cowboys. He states that he believes the Cowboys will lose 12 games in 2025, giving them the chance to draft Texas QB Arch Manning in the 2026 NFL Draft. Sopp states that he believes it'll be a struggle for the Cowboys to secure 6 wins under their new head coach, Brian Schottenheimer. One of the fair points Sopp makes is that Dallas' opening part of the season could be rocky, with linebacker Micah Parsons possibly being a significant holdout and missing most of training camp, similar to CeeDee Lamb, ahead of the 2024 season. That could result in Parsons not having enough time to familiarize himself with new defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus's system. In the end, Sopp thinks the losses will mean the Cowboys will get a high draft pick in 2026, making way for them to draft rising quarterback Manning. In a separate Pro Football Network feature, it's pointed out that Sopp did not specify how Dallas front office will move Prescott, but that Prescott's lucrative contract makes it rather obvious he won't be on the roster in this scenario. Dallas inked Prescott to a groundbreaking 4-year, $240 million deal, with an average annual value of $60 million, which is $5 million more than the next closest player. The deal also has $231 million in guaranteed money. Proposed blockbuster trade has Cowboys swap star for $21 million Pro Bowler. The Dallas Cowboys face a decision on the future of star pass rusher Micah Parsons. The Pro Bowl defender has completed his 4-year, $17 million rookie contract. Parsons is slated to play on a club option with a $24 million salary in 2025 if the star is unable to reach a new deal with Dallas. The price for Parsons is about to rise for the Cowboys as Spotrac projects the pass rusher's market value to be a 3-year, $90 million contract. Dallas could explore potential blockbuster trade options for Parsons instead of signing the star to a lucrative new deal. 105.3 The Fan's Bobby Belt put together a list of possible trade proposals that could make some sense for the Cowboys. One of the proposals centers around Cincinnati Bengals 4-time Pro Bowl defensive end Trey Hendrickson. Next trade proposal: you send Micah Parsons to the Cincinnati Bengals for Trey Hendrickson, their first-round pick, which is 17th overall, and a third-rounder next year, Belt explained in a February 11, 2025, edition of the Sean and RJ Show. You know that for the next 3 years, Hendrickson will probably be better than somebody you can draft in the first round. Going from Parsons to Hendrickson is far from an upgrade, but it could allow Dallas to spend money on other players. Hendrickson is slated to have an $18.6 million cap hit in 2025 on the final year of his current 1-year, $21 million contract. The Bengals defender is 30 years old and will need a new contract in the 2026 offseason. Dallas also gets 2 high draft picks as part of the deal, but it likely would not be enough for the Cowboys to part ways with one of the top players in the league. All this comes as NFL Network's Tom Pelissero and Ian Rappaport reported that the Cowboys have had internal discussions about the possibility of trading Parsons. It is worth noting that these discussions does not mean striking a deal for Parsons is likely. Normally open with his opinions, the Cowboys' 25-year-old superstar hasn't said much of anything about the team's promotion of Brian Schottenheimer after a surprise parting of ways with head coach Mike McCarthy, a move Parsons called devastating. While there have been no trade talks, sources say there have at least been some internal discussions about whether to pay Parsons or trade him for a king's ransom. If the Cowboys are willing to listen, they may get it. Hendrickson is an All-Pro and four-time Pro Bowler. The pass rusher has posted back-to-back seasons with 17.5 sacks. Yet, Parsons is just 25 years old, and the smart money is on the Cowboys paying a premium to retain the pass rusher. Dallas followed a similar model by signing CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott to contract extensions in 2024. Cowboys predicted to make bold trade with Jets for star running back. It's no secret that the Dallas Cowboys will address the running back position this offseason. After having one of the worst rushing attacks in the NFL last season, the team's new coaching staff appears dedicated to focusing on the run for the 2025 campaign. There is one problem, however. Starting running back Rico Dowdle, who became the first undrafted player in team history to rush for 1,000 yards, is set to hit free agency and could demand a major payday. Considering Dallas' history on the open market, Dowdle could be priced out of the range Jerry Jones and company are willing to pay. That means Dallas would have to address the position in the NFL draft or free agency. There is also the option of a trade, which is the direction Sportsnaut's Andrew Bullerus goes with his prediction. Rico Dowdle may return, but the Cowboys still need more explosiveness in their backfield, Bullerus writes. Having clocked a 4.39-second 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine, Breece Hall would fit the bill. Heading into the final year of his contract, the Jets may prefer trading Hall rather than paying a player that the new regime isn't invested in. To make the potential trade even more intriguing, Hall is only 23 years old. Hall has yet to make a breakthrough in his pro career and has only played in every game one of his 3 seasons, but he is on the final year of his rookie contract and could be an intriguing option for Dallas that would allow them to look elsewhere in this spring's draft. What do you think? Would be a good signing for the Americas team? Give your opinion in the comments, like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.